Hello, this is Veor, and this is myself, Mark Veor, who is still in the position he was in from last video. So, you can split into two parts because I create a thing so we can move his upper torso like that. I'm trying to show this to you. It is now sideways, but, I'm gonna take that out. Lower torso, the lower part, I guess. Pyraca legs here, 2015 armor. Slopes, this slope on the back, attached by the stud pegs. That's what I'm calling them now. They're stud pegs. Deal. Torso's pretty well, I don't know why I went to torso. Lower leg. You can see that. That's not that complicated, I hope, for you guys. I'd hope it's not that complicated, but this Rakshi leg, not Rakshi leg. I'm sorry. I'm a bit tired because I've filmed this multiple times. That is a Rakshi lower torso piece. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back there. And we're gonna move on to the upper torso. And the upper torso, we get to have fun because he has claw hands that I'm sure you've all seen. He's got a thumb that's slightly different. And he does have matter arms. Yay. I'm sure you all hate me for it. Chest plate is from Stars Gresh. It's Stars Gresh or Stars... It's Stars Scotty, isn't it? The Scotty. Pyraca is what they called him, but he was a Scotty. Mask is how, because I originally wanted to use Stars Tahu How. I know we hate the stars, but, I mean, it's a golden how, so I need to, need one of those. I was actually originally going to use Licon's how. I couldn't find either of those. So fun. Yeah. And the back has shoulder articulation. I hope you enjoy that. So the mask of fire or whatever is supposed to be a how. It's supposed to be a mask shielding, which is funny because most of those attacks are basically attacks, not defenses. There's a reason they're called attacks. Now I get to go into weapons, and if you look on the back, you can see he can hold them. He can hold this. He can hold this sword. I'm sure you've seen the sword, or a similar design to this, at some point in your life. Unless you've just joined BioTube, at which point, okay. Or if you've never heard of Bionicle before and you were like, this is a video that's by someone who does Minecraft stuff as well, I'll watch that. Stormbow. Zammer Sphere Launcher, which came in the Pyraca sets. I'm not sure if this one is from, I think this is Zakon's. Yeah, Zakon's, I think. This is yeah. And then you can take this off, if I can take it off properly. Yes, last time I spent 20 minutes explaining how I couldn't take that off, how I had accidentally taken that off wrong. So that's how the thing is supposed to work. He cannot actually hold this one because originally it was supposed to be a arm weapon. It doesn't matter which way you put these around, they're nothing decorative. The Zammer Sphere Launcher is basically just a Zammer Sphere Launcher covered in decorative stuff. Okay, so, note, there is a newer Veor. This is the main Veor. There is a newer Veor, and he is Veor Dreamlord / Stormbringer. He does not actually have his how yet, which I will be getting to. I think at some point I will probably do a Matoran thing. on all them Tauren mocks, which will probably just be review. He also has wings. I'm not going to put them on because they're bulky, but, well, I am going to put them on, and then I'm going to show you how bulky they are. They add a lot of bulk to him. He's pretty simple. Enjoy having seen that. Now, to get to what I wanted to talk about, which is his origin, which is why I was talking fast, because I generally don't have enough time to go over this. I'm sure you can't understand what I'm saying right now. So, Veor was originally not Veor, if that makes sense. He was Shadow, and that was before I'd been on BioTube, or like seen BioTube really as a thing, so I know so much about famous people, famous mockers and their mocks, and yeah. So Veor is the current. Yeah, so Shadow was a different mock than Veor. No. He had different powers. He was a completely different person. But Veor came into existence because I was building a Metru Shadow. Shadow's powers were completely different from Veor's. He could teleport, he could turn invisible, and I think he could shoot energy. Veor can still turn invisible. Technically, he can teleport. Even so, basically, Veor became a lot more of an important character because Shadow had no purpose. Shadow existed as my self-mock, to be my self-mock, and had no story. I didn't really care about him. He was a digital designer thing I built. So eventually I got around to building a Metru Shadow that I would actually care about. That Metru Shadow never came into existence because I was going to change his name. I couldn't actually build a Shadow because his color scheme is dark, trans blue, and black. So instead, Veor came into existence, becoming golden, dark blue, and black, and that was where Veor started. And then from there, I was like, I'd seen at that point YouTube's BioTube stuff where there had been bigger mocks and cooler mocks, and I was like, I want to build a super form of Veor, I guess. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I'd call it, but basically, yes, it was a super form of Veor, and it was his most powerful form where he was going to have gone hit by lightning again, which is his origin. He got hit by lightning and then became a Toa. Yes, he is a Toa. And he got... Okay. Note, please, dark blue and black was his color scheme as a Metru, which is why he became Stormbringer, because I looked at him and I was like, he has dark gold, dark blue, and black. I guess he could be storm-powered because that makes sense. That is the entirety of his origin. From there, Veor continued to become this guy who was super-powered Veor at the time. And I put a lot more care into him, and he became eventually, shortly after I was like, no, this is just going to be my main Veor mock. This is Veor Stormbringer. I think that may have been where I came up with Stormbringer as well. Veor comes from the Norse word storm. I know that. So really, that's the origin of Veor, in a nutshell. I can't think of anything else you really need to know. I feel like there is something. I told you there was another version of Veor. That is the main Veor. Veor Stormbringer will be Veor. Forever. Maybe. Unless there is a huge reason for me to change him, I will not change him. He will be Veor Stormbringer. let me then explain Veor's story. Veor comes from a world which is sort of based off America post 9/11, because the being Makuta, who is on his world a Dark Toa, the same species of like group of Toa as Veor. And he attacked the other group of Toa, who were the regular Toa, like they're all the main universe guys, because he is not in the main universe. I'm just saying they were sort of the main universe versions of Toa. He is not. So basically, all the Toa of his race, like Smoke, his race have like shadow-powered Toa, like instead of just regular Toa, got wiped out. He later on gets struck by lightning and becomes their Stormbringer, who is destined to kill Makuta with the help of Ovaku Lightbringer. Lightbringer shows up, they kill Makuta. Lightbringer dies. They have help from other characters. I haven't figured out the entire story. I will write that up. So yeah, this guy will be the face of everything I do, I guess. He's gonna be probably not in any animations. He is too big. That is why there is a smaller Veor. He is gonna be in animations if I ever do any. So yeah, that's Veor, and that's his origin, and everything else about him. Goodbye.